Unemployment and underemployment are of a huge concern to our veterans, service members, families, and our community. My name is John Wilsey. I'm a contractor with the employer support of the Guard and Reserve, and along with my partner, Mr. Bob Van Pelt, who is one of 2 transition assistance advisors, we make up the New York National Guard Employment Initiatives Program. We've been charged by the Adjutant General to assist our service members, their families, and in the long term, our community, with helping soldiers and airmen find meaningful employment. There are many programs that are in the public sector and within the military that may cause some confusion for our service members in order to find the correct employment. There are several employment programs both in the military and civilian sector. These can be confusing for our service members. One of the programs that the governor offers is called the Governor's Experience Counts program. This program allows service members to use their experience from both overseas and in their unit to waive the actual driving test for a commercial driver's license and only have to take the written test at a reduced cost. We also have 86 career one-stops throughout the state of New York. Each of these one-stops allows our service members to have express appointments or express service to an appointment for resume writing and interview skills or interview honing of their skills. We feel that we have taken the best of the best, consolidated them into one website for easy use of our service members. This is called the New York National Guard Job Zone. The Job Zone is featured on the DIMNA website or the Division of Military Naval Affairs website. It can be easily accessed by going to Google and typing in DIMNA, D-M-N-A, jobs. With us today is retired Command Sergeant Major Bob Van Pelt, who is the quote-unquote webmaster for the Job Zone. Bob?
Thank you, John. As John mentioned, the Employment Initiatives Program for the New York National Guard was created in October of 2011. The TAG noticed that there was a lot of initiative around the state, but no one place in the state where anybody could contact to get all the information that was available. What I would like to do now is take you step by step through the Job Zone website so you would be better able to utilize what we have created. The first slide contains the obligatory information regarding the Job Zone. Although it looks like we take credit for all 6 tabs, for instance, state technician, etc., our office is only accountable for the Civilian Job Opportunities tab. Take note that the contact information for those responsible for the New York National Guard Employment Initiatives Program is located here. One of the more useful tools on the Job Zone website is the Search Jobs application that would allow you to sort out individual job postings by location or profession. As an example, in Search Jobs, you can put in the location and it will sort it out by town or city. Here we put in Buffalo, and now it only shows jobs opportunities in the Buffalo area. Or you can put in a professional title. Here we started to put in truck driver, and it sorted out any title with the word truck in it. Below the Search Jobs application are all the individual employment opportunities that have come to the Employment Initiatives Program for posting. Keep in mind that, as a rule, no job stays posted for longer than 30 days, and jobs are added and subtracted each and every day. The normal listing is by close date, but you can select either title or location in order to change the list to suit your needs. In order to apply for a job you are interested in, simply select it using your mouse and click it open. We have selected a position with Johnson Controls Incorporated in Buffalo. Once you have selected the job, just hit apply and follow the instructions from there. Although it is nice to have individual jobs listed, we believe the most important item on the Job Zone website are the individual links located at the bottom of the site. Keeping with the military's bottom line up front, we have placed the employee support of the Guard and Reserve first under the federal employment websites. Although they are all useful, we feel that this site will be the most helpful to our service members, veterans, and family members. Let me demonstrate. Once you've selected the ESGR link, you will be connected to the Hero to Hired website. This site will ask you to put in your military MOS or AFSC, a keyword such as electrician or even entry level, or a company name in the top box. Next, it will ask you to enter city, state, or zip code in the lower box. Once you have done this and hit go, the site will show you all available positions within 25-mile radius of the city, state, or zip code entered. For demonstration purposes, we entered 88 Mike as the military MOS and 12110 Albany as the zip code. It shows us that there are 14 positions available. We would caution you to note how long a position has been posted. As an example, the first job listed below with Schneider Trucking has been posted for 4 months, and therefore there's a good chance it has been filled and not taken off the board. You can change both the distance up to 100 miles and the posting date down to yesterday by using the buttons on the left side of the page. Another function of the Hero to Hired website is it will provide you with a list of civilian positions your MOS or AFSC training and job skills equate to. As you can see, as an 88 Mike, you may also qualify as a cargo handler, forklift operator, load master, etc. The last item we would like to mention on the H2H website is the DoD Civilian Expeditionary Workforce CEW tab. Once you click on the tab, you will be brought to a site where you can sort through civilian job opportunities just by selecting Apply Now and following the directions to view and apply for open positions throughout the world. 2 additional links we'd like to point out under the federal employment websites are USAJOBS and Joining Forces Spouses Employment Network. USAJOBS is a website where you can go to search for and apply to federal employment. To navigate the site, it is the same as if you were on the H2H site. You enter what and where and go from there. Remember, a federal resume is different than a civilian resume. The Joining Forces Spouses Employment Network is a website specifically for our spouses to use to help them seek employment or seek better employment. It is an interactive site that will allow the spouse to get assistance. All they need to do to get started is click Get Started and they'll be on their way. Moving on, the next section of the Job Zone website we would like to talk about is the state employment website. Keeping with the BLUF method, the first tab you will come to is the New York State Department of Labor OneStop's resume preparation. When you click on this tab, you will get the site that will show you the location of all the New York State Department of Labor OneStops across the state represented by the blue icons. Simply select the OneStop closest to your home of record and click on it. As you can see, we selected the OneStop in Delhi, and all the information for the location appeared. What you should do if you are a veteran is call and schedule an appointment to get your resume looked over, or prepared if you don't already have one. Once you have a completed resume, the OneStop will load it into their Smart 2010 system. When this process is complete, anytime the New York State Department of Labor receives a job announcement that matches your resume, you will receive notification of that available position. Another important location on the New York State Department of Labor website is the Apprenticeship Opportunities section. Once you select this, a page containing all of the current and upcoming scheduled apprenticeship programs throughout New York State will appear. The listing is divided by region, for example, Capital District, Central Region, etc. One caution, you should check the closing date and when the actual apprenticeship class begins. For those that have veteran status, if the apprenticeship is federally approved, which most are, you can use your 9/11 GI education bill as apprenticeships are schools. I encourage you to look at all the remaining tabs under the state employment websites as they are loaded with employment opportunities. Next, we will move on to the civilian employment websites. As a rule, we only advertise jobs in the New York State area. Under this tab are listed the employment career links that individual military-friendly companies have asked us to include on the Job Zone website. Some of these companies are local to an area, some are statewide, some are nationwide, and a few are even worldwide. I would suggest that as your time allows, look at these individual companies and see what they have to offer. Who knows, you might see something somewhere you didn't even consider. The last section of the Job Zone is the employment mentoring and training websites. The Veterans Business Outreach Program will connect you to the New York State Small Business Development Center. This free site should prove to be invaluable to those of you that are looking to open a business by mentoring you through the process from how to write your business plan, to how to acquire funding for your endeavor. The American Corporate Partner site will help those that are looking into entering the suit and tie business world. When you register for this free service, you will be paired up with an individual that is already successful in the profession you are entering, and this individual will mentor you while you tackle your new position. As mentioned, all the tabs under the federal, state, civilian employment websites are useful, and we encourage you to take a look and use them all.
We hope that you found this briefing to be informative and can use this as another tool in your toolbox when seeking meaningful employment. The Job Zone is not just restricted to service members. It includes veterans and their families. Again, we hope that you find it useful, and on behalf of myself and Bob, we thank you for your time and attention.